You could just tell there's a different energy in the air, obviously. What those fans are hoping to see, and obviously we're hoping for it not to happen while we're here. But it's really cool to be a part of something like that. That's history, where it feels like every pitch of that at bat is just there's like a magnifying glass on it. Not only all of Yankee Stadium's watching it and tuning in close, but all of the baseball world. So I think you can really feel it.
Some of the veterans have talked about that the boos and the cheers are all the same because it's still energy for you guys to feed off of either way. They let you know that they don't take kindly to the Orioles coming in here. Would you agree, though, that you guys still feed off of the fact that you get to kind of play the villain here?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think, almost it can be just as exciting, as playing in front of a sold-out home crowd, because, when you suck the energy out from the home team when you're on the road, that's your goal, and that's how you win games on the road like that. You gotta steal the air out the stadium.
Do you feel, we all know that ideally clinching a wild card spot would have been just this great story to a Cinderella season for you guys, but do you feel that now you kind of just get to have a little fun, maybe a little bit of that pressure is off for these final five?
I don't know if we were really ever playing with pressure. I think that's we were playing with the house of money mentality, I think, a little bit, and I think we're kind of still processing, or I speak for myself, processing everything. I think pretty bummed that we got eliminated from the contention, but obviously there's a lot to be proud of, and I think pretty early on, well, I should say about halfway point in the season, it was very clear that this team was, competing. So, it's not like you play the rest of the season with like, oh, well, we'll see what happens, whatever. It's no big deal. When you put yourself in the mix and earn the right to be part of that conversation, you want to come through. And I think, there's, definitely, a bummer that we weren't able to.
You've talked about before, this is a young core that's come up through the minors together. This is several draft classes strung together, but this was the idea all along, was that it would be on your shoulders to really change the direction the Orioles were going in. I mean, how far do you feel like you guys have come? What are you most excited when you look at next year?
Yeah, I think going into the year with the expectation to win, and not that there wasn't that this year. I think obviously every team, believes in their ability and believes in their chance, to compete. And, with a lot of, new pieces coming into it this year. And I'm speaking about, veterans from other teams, there's kind of some uncertainty of what things would look like. So, it wasn't, going into the year, you knew it wasn't going to be like the last couple. And, you've seen with other teams that have been a part of rebuilding processes that it happens fast. And so, you saw the kind of the first, step, I think, this year, and hopefully next year we can build off that and get into the postseason. And at the end of the day, we want to, compete for a World Series and win it all.
Have the younger guys that are still in the minors now that their seasons are done, have they been watching any of these games as of late? Have you gotten to talk to some of them about just how exciting this final month has been?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even before I came up, anytime our game was over or before a game, if the big league team was playing, we were watching. And so, you can feel that, energy from even down there, that, things are different. And, it brings a different expectation for those guys, too. And when I was down there, because it's about winning and how can we help this team win.